Let's see here. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from the Hive. Welcome if you're just joining us. We were supposed to have a Rocket League match to stream today, but they weren't able to compete today, so we're kind of doing something a little bit different here. Let me see if I can get this capture straightened out. Looks like it's going to try to time out like it did last time. I'll probably have to rejoin it. But hey, at least I know what's going on this time, maybe. We got a little league practice going on. We're just going to play it in the background. Mostly want to get on and talk about what's going on next week. What is that? I'm going to have to exit the game completely. Apologize for that. League's been a little crazy here lately. We addressed that in a couple of our other streams. Normally we're going to be streaming League on Tuesdays, Smash on Wednesdays, and we'll stream Rocket League on Thursdays. Let me see here. Let me get out of that one too. Well, I should have had all my ducks in a row before we started this, but I was trying to get in on their match. Exit that. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I said, please bear with me just a second and we'll get in. I just want the footage in the background mostly. We're having a kind of a big deal here on campus for us next week, and I kind of want to talk about that a little bit when Chuck gets back in here. He had to run and answer the phone real quick, so he gets in here. We'll talk a little more about it, but we've been chosen to be the game of the week for Play Versus, so we're going to get everybody together, and we're going to actually stream from our arena next Wednesday, so really excited about that and looking forward to it. It'll be the first time we've ever done anything like this, so
it's going to be big.
Fingers crossed all the technology works. Our technology department here is awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the best in the state.
Yeah, so, that shouldn't be an issue. But we're going to move a smart board over there. We're going to have everybody set up to spectate or invite parents to come and watch. And like I said, they're going to be game of the week for Play Versus, so they're going to restream our stream. And it's a great opportunity for our program, great opportunity for the school to be in national spotlight. So we want to do it up as much as we can and have everything top notch, or as top notch as we can. So that's it. We're getting logged back in here to League. So we'll just kind of play that in the background. We'll spectate on it some, but just kind of talk about what's going on with the program, what all we're doing here. And there it is.
All right.
All right, we're in.
We're in.
Yeah. And I remembered to put the stats up, too. Look
hey, good job.
Wow.
Man, pro streamer.
Yeah, right?
Coach Curtis, the pro streamer extraordinaire. Oh.
That's all right. He's getting back under there.
Oh. So this is the first time my son's played top lane, so you'll hear me cringe a lot.
Nah, he'll be fine. What we're kind of doing with this is a lot of these seniors that we have here, I'm trying to get them to kind of help out some of the new players and kind of show them what's going on, a little bit of training for them, impart some of their knowledge on the newer players. So, and they've graciously volunteered to do that, so thank you to them. We're going to have to replace them, unfortunately, so we're kind of trying to look towards the future a little bit with that and let them get in there and kind of get their feet wet and see what they can do. I said next fall we'll have to replace two of our starters, so possibly 3, depending on how this goes. So we want to make sure that we get somebody trained up, take those spots so that they're ready to come in here and play for Clinton schools and make a good showing of it.
All right. So looking a little better now.
Yes, got a little level disadvantage there, but I think he's aware of that. He's playing it pretty safe. I like it. I got this misfortune down here. Nature Hipster in the bottom lane here, playing on the Zyra. He's playing against the Pyke. I'll go ahead and say it. I think Pyke might be one of the most annoying supports in the entire game.
It's pretty annoying.
He's usually top on my ban list when I'm playing Sport Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can see that.
I just throw him right out of there and just say, you know
Looks
what?
like we got to play on the jungle there.
Yes, we sure did. Blind Archer's going to go down there.
Mid lane.
Fat Cat going down. Wow.
Man, Fat Cat's just impressive. He's spot on every time.
He really is, man. He's improved so much.
Ooh,
nice
doesn't
poke there.
That one level doesn't bother the Chicken Lord.
Hey, I like it. I like what I'm seeing so far. He's handling it real well.
Yeah.
Especially playing in a lane you've never played in. But the good thing is ADC and top are real similar as far as CS and the actual laning phase. It's just you don't have a support running with you. So,
yeah.
Teemo's going to get him there. Said Teemo might be in top running for being the most annoying top laner, too.
Yeah, Teemo is annoying. He's annoying early, mid, and late.
Yeah, just having to clear all those mushrooms, yeah.
Yeah, these aren't your Super Mario mushrooms, so you want to stay away from them.
And we got Pyke roaming already. Fat Cat going to come in for a roam here. Yeah, he's not going to put up with that. Nice job by Fat Cat. This guy's always all over the place. So he'll probably be playing for Arkansas Tech this coming fall. I hope he does. I hope all the seniors that are going to Tech get to play. I mean, wish nothing but the best for them. Said hate to lose them. There's a whole mob of them that's going to Tech. So
look like a little tunnel vision up in top lane. A little recourse. Looks like our jungle's going to follow in to support.
And Fat Cat coming in there, secured another kill. Blind Archer coming up in here for a gank.
Good deal.
And there goes a mushroom.
Yeah, then they disappear, but they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
if you want to anyways, because it was invisible to him.
Of course. Yeah, if you want to tune in with us next week, it should be a pretty decent spectacle to see with us set up in the arena. Got everything reserved.
It will be awesome or extremely bad.
No,
but either way,
awesome.
You're going to want to watch it.
It's going to be awesome. That's all there is to it. We got to use our metacognition with and overfill with good vibes. There the Teemo's going to go down. Nice job by Blind Archer coming in there and helping out. Now, Chicken Lord should be able to
That's
get
the
in there
bad
with that
thing.
CS.
That's the bad thing about being jungler. You're asked to perform at level 2 against a level 6.
Well, since they changed the 5 camp clear, you really do now. Before you didn't really, no one really expected you to do anything until you cleared your 5 camps. You were going to fight the enemy jungler over.
And the arena
Crab.
is going to be. Well, I got a question in chat here. The arena is going to be the Smash team, Dunktastic.
Yes. I submitted every team that we have here in the lab. Nice to see you, Nightwave. Be ready to see you back in the lab, by the way, whenever he's actually quarantined. So
I don't think I've seen him since he played with me.
There's a couple players I feel like they've been quarantined for a month.
I know it feels like it.
But he'll be back. I've talked to him because I just wanted to check on him and make sure. I did submit for all of our teams to be Game of the Week for Play Versus, and Dunktastic was chosen. I don't know how they did it, but that's who will be playing. It kind of makes it easier on the tech guys because we don't have to set up 5 computers.
That's true.
We just have to set up a switch, so that part is kind of nice.
Tower hit. Back.
I think eventually, too, was setting a precedence with using the arena. That we'll have more teams play in the arena. That was kind of my hope from the get-go with this whole thing, was to stream everybody out to the auditorium where everybody could just come in and sit and watch on the projector. So especially if we make it into state, make it on in there and start.
We'll make
getting
it
even I feel like we will, but if we make it in the quarterfinals or something, I think that would be.
Oh, I think they definitely deserved it.
Warrant playing.
Yeah. I think this just kind of opens the door to any special good game. If we do a good job and show respect and really show the school proud that we'll get to continue to use the extended facilities, and really the staff here is very supportive of the team and the project.
Yes, and that's one reason that Chuck and myself are pushing this so much. We see the future of this. We see where it's headed. We're dealing with this stuff every day. I mean, we're talking with other coaches, other programs, collegiate coaches. We're watching videos. I mean, we're trying to learn as much as we can, too. And we see where this is eventually going to land. I think there's a lot of pieces in play right now, but once those kind of get lined out, I think you're going to see even bigger explosion of esports scene.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're slowly farming it, building it up. The younger generation slowly moves in and dictates. Video games as an esport when we were kids would have been unheard of. But, we come up, we're willing to coach. Now we've got hundreds of thousands of people that, have grew up in the program. So it's going to grow fast, exponentially.
I've always liked games. I've always liked playing games, but I will admit that I was one of the people that when I saw a lot of my nieces and nephews, watching YouTubers or watching games, I was the first person to say, "What are you doing? Why don't you just want to play?"
Yeah.
But that was my thought process at the time, and I just didn't really realize that, hey, they're getting information. We didn't have access to that. There was nowhere to go. If you wanted to get information, you had to go buy a book or go to your buddy's house, and they don't have to do that. And this stuff is highly competitive, and these kids are playing for keeps. I mean, they're not goofing around.
No, they're not. And the gold spread's not too bad, but we're losing on the kill count. But the gold spread's not out of hand. The game's not out of hand.
No.
But it's interesting to see how this will go.
I agree.
Yeah, Nightwaves is typically our top laner. Is that correct?
He plays top lane. He's played ADC. He even plays some jungle.
I think he told me that he played our top lane. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm new to the program, but I was thinking he was a top laner. And
yes, he's been playing top lane, but like I said, he's played everywhere we've needed him. Even when people wanted to just try different lanes or whatever, he's always been that guy. It's sure, I'll play that. Yeah, I can play jungle. So he actually plays a pretty nice Olaf jungle.
Now this isn't the Olaf from Frozen, is it?
That would be a big negative, Chuck.
Top ADC and support. All right. That's kind of what I am playing right now. Nightwaves is top ADC and support. Of course, I play support for my son. He's trying to learn ADC, and like I said, this is his first time in the top lane. I wish you'd have been here to play with him, and then they could have had a full 5-pack running, and he could have played ADC, but I digress.
Hey, this game's got a very steep learning curve, so actually the more you can learn about the other lanes, it does nothing but benefit you. I mean, it's tough when you're doing it and having to be taught that lesson, but...
well, I know from, playing games and, playing Overwatch and some of the games I played as a younger kid that the best way to learn to beat a character is to play the character.
Yep.
So I'm sure it's like the best way to learn the rest of the game is to play the rest of the game. So you know what your top laner's dealing with. You know what the mid laner, and they're all not just ignoring you. They've got things going on.
Yeah, and we've got Smash going on here in the lab. We had some Rocket League. Like I said, we were supposed to stream Rocket League today, folks. If you're looking forward to that, I apologize, but the other team wasn't able to make it, so wasn't really anything we could do about it. We were here. We were ready. They ended up forfeiting the match. I said that doesn't happen very often now. Really, COVID caused a lot of that, I think. And the inception of the program, we had a few forfeits. I know a lot of other teams had a lot of forfeits. They complained about it a lot, and I don't blame them because
we're here to play games.
Yeah, we're here to play. The kids are here to play, and if they don't get to play, they're disappointed because they got to wait a whole nother week, and they prepare for each one of these teams. They scout each other. They see what the other team likes to play, see what champions they like to play. They're strategizing all week for their opponents. So when they don't get to play them, they're disappointed, and I don't blame them.
All right, looks like we got our first tower down. And it's the first tower to go down, so that's nice.
Yes.
That almost caught us up on the gold count.
Yep, and it looks like we're going to get another tower right here. It should.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it, but just watch.
We'll see. Here comes the Unstoppable.
No?
Hey, that Olaf Unstoppable is tough, man. Because you want to get him. It's one of those things that we talked about last time, where you want to jump in there. You don't want to have to hang back, but you just gotta let him go on that Unstoppable, and then you see Fat Cat just swinging right in there after that.
Good try.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh, close. Bot's getting a good push there. Nice trap there by Zyra.
Nice.
Fat Cat's going to get shut down
and
finally.
Teemo's feeding. What's Teemo's KDO right now? KDA?
9-2-0 right now. Yeah.
He's definitely the top on the server right now in kill. But we're catching up there. Lieutenant Fat Cat's 8-3-0.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see.
So,
I'll be right back.
Like I said, it's a big week next week. We got President's Day off. I'll probably end up being up here for at least part of that because we'll have to set everything up, test it, and make sure everything works right. We'll have to actually drag our whole streaming system over, which I'm actually looking forward to. Don't mind doing the work. We're kind of joking about the tech guys on here earlier. That's because we are the tech guys or are part of the tech crew. And so we'll be having to set everything up, but excited and happy that everybody that we talked to, we didn't have any issue getting the arena, getting it booked, and being able to use it. Coaches were great, principals great, so appreciate them. We're not trying to invade their space. I just thought it would be nice for the kids, and especially since I was going to be Game of the Week. Like I said, it's a big deal for our program. Great way to help grow our program and just get our name out there and let people know, hey, Clinton's here, we're playing esports, and we're coming to win. So we've been doing a lot of Cloud9 training. I could say a million great things about Cloud9 and just not be finished for the day because for them to step in as a professional gaming organization and train and help these kids get better and learn more about the game, and they're pros and they're taking time out of their training time to train these kids. So nothing but great things. I'm so glad we're partnered with them. Thank you to Coach Rivals for helping make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because without that, the level of playing you're seeing right now would not be happening.
Back off. Sorry. got
We got the coach over here.
the dad over here. That's
Hey,
worse than the coach.
The dad coach. Is that a thing? Dad coach? Is that? We need to make a meme about that or something? Or
I don't know. I try not to be hard on him. Let me
Chuck's
just put
going
it
to
that
end
way.
up having a heart attack in the lab, and I might be right there with him because there's a few times in here it's got heated, Chuck. I promise you. I felt like I was back in high school at the basketball game, and it was a 2-point game with 30 seconds left, and man, there's been some nail biters in here. I promise you.
Not way putting his petition in on talking to Fudge. Wants to make sure he can talk to Fudge.
Hey, I want to talk to Fudge too, man. I've watched him play a lot, and I feel like I would like to just
Man
get
brings
his
boom.
insight. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to put that in on our list of demands in the next email just for you,
Good-
Nightwave.
good
I'm going to say,
job.
hey,
Good job.
we demand
Noise.
to get to talk to Fudge.
I'll take an assist. We'll take an
Yes.
assist.
Yes, most definitely. Here comes Akshan closing the gap. Man, he's so mobile.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
want to play that. I've been watching. I want to play that. I'm probably going to try that.
Let's see. It's one of those things where he makes it look like, yeah, it's pretty easy just to swing in there and snipe people. But I haven't tried the champion myself.
See, I'm an Overwatch player. I'm not a big Hammond player, but I like Hammond, and that reminds me of Hammond's little slide hook.
Said getting some heat down here on the bottom lane, teaming up with support here.
Man, see, the other team started out so strong, but this just shows you what working together as a team, keeping your cool, and playing the game that you want to play. Like, I'm always constantly telling my son, don't let them change the game that you want to play. Play the game and here we're at 28-22, and the gold's now swayed to the red team.
Fat Cat trying to create some space there. That Teemo's hitting pretty hard right now. What is he at? Well, Fat Cat's 17-3 with a 700 gold bounty.
I know.
Teemo's 13-4, so
Yeah.
they're both rolling.
Yeah, but between the two,
Comes
I'd be
Blind
rather
Archer
fed
in
at
there.
the
Nice ult. Nice getting that push there. Slow down. Oh, yeah, getting the double kill. Nice job by Blind Archer there, pushing in.
I'm much more impulsive than my son. I've got to give him props that, I would not be in lane at this point. He's taking care of business. He's in lane. So
Oh, yeah. I said it's tough, man. This learning curve on this game is unreal.
who's
Especially
up there with him? I'm not seeing the icon.
It's Olaf up there chasing after him.
Okay, so they're jungle.
Air jungler. It looks like he's about to back. Looks like he's trying to push that tower.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you, Chuck, how does it feel to come into this program? I said, Chuck, you've been here, what, 8-9 months? Something like that. I mean, with the school district,
Yeah,
not,
with the
not
school.
in the lab.
Yeah, it's
But,
9 months this month.
Okay. How does it feel to come into a program like this? Like, I mean, what's kind of your viewpoint on it?
Well, I mean, I gotta say that, so I had some friends that work in the school districts and have esports programs and worked in the esports, and I knew that whatever school I started working in, that I was going to be part of the esports program. And I couldn't be more pleased with the progress it's already made, all the groundwork that Curtis has done. I don't have to do that. I don't have to build this up from ground zero. So I think it's awesome. I think what we got going on, a room full of, diehard gamers, 30 kids in here after school, learning how to play games, taking them serious. It's great. Just everything. I was actually afraid. Like I was like, man, this guy's got it going on. Curtis, he may be like, dude, I don't need you on any part of this. But luckily, he has the same kind of aspiration as me, and he wants to make it as big as possible. So anybody willing to help, he's like, yeah, okay, you're in it now. I'm sorry, there's no getting out of it.
Yeah, we've got him sucked in now. There's no way out. I mean, it's like the proverbial quicksand from when we were a kid.
Yeah. You just have to kind of lay out and just stay there.
Yeah, I really want to say, and I've said it on the stream several times, and I'm sure I'll say it a lot more, but Chuck being here has helped out a ton, because when we first started this, when you're dealing with 5 or 6 kids and maybe 2 teams, it's a little different than once you start realizing, wait a minute, this entire lab's full and there's still kids coming in the door. It was getting to the point where I was really feeling overwhelmed. And
I can imagine.
I'm so thankful
that
he's here to help out, even if it's just his presence in the lab, because
just answering the phone and making sure kids get picked up by the cars and in the late bus and the logistics of the whole program. You can't do it and stream and coach and give pep talks, etc.
Yeah, like I said, and Chuck's made this stream what it is right now. I said I was streaming. I was trying to get them out there, but it's nothing like this.
Looks like Red's about to shut this down.
I think they are. Looks like Clinton's going to go ahead and finish this off here. GG for them. This
and
wasn't
it looks
really.
Like Jinx is still in top lane, still
I think
protecting power.
Right. I think you may be right.
It's like, I got a job to do. You're not going to dictate my game. I'm going to do what I'm here to do.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere.
I like it.
I like it too.
I mean, hey, how is you going to learn in the lane unless you just stick to it?
Hey, I agree. Like I said, I'm not going to talk down to anybody about this game because I've been humbled by it plenty enough.
I wish I would have never been introduced to this game. I know me and Nightwave, we ended up winning, but I mean, there was some parts that it was touch and go. It's just like that all the time with this game. You think you're doing good or you think you're doing bad, and then something changes, and then you learn something new. But good job. That was a good match to watch. I always like the comeback story. So
I agree. Let's swap over here. I had it turned off because it was picking it up. Our Smash team is still doing some training. Actually, they've swapped over to beating up each other, and looks like they're trying to relax with some of these custom stages. They've actually started building their own stages now that they've got that far into the game. So
yeah, this one looks insane.
I think they're at the point where they're wanting to see who can create the craziest stage, and then they all play on it. It's been pretty funny to watch.
The impossible stage. I don't know about that. That seems like one of those where the environmental kills would be more than the actual kills.
Hey, I will say back in the day, I used to play some Motocross Madness too, and we played it so much that we started building stages and just wanted to see who could build the biggest ramp. And when you get to that point, you really try to exhaust every option in that game.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm thinking the first game I remember being able to build a stage in, that there was a game mechanic where you could build a stage in, was Excite Bike on the NES. Excite Bike had the building, you could put the ramps, you could put the two right beside each other so that you'd come in and T-bone it. You'd make it impossibly hard where you just had to barely hit the button, and then you would challenge your friends to race you at it. So I get exactly what they're doing. This has been going on since at least Excite Bike. If anybody can think of an older reference to a game that had the mechanic of building your own stuff, just go ahead and just let me know, because that's the oldest I can think of.
Yep, I vaguely remember that. I didn't have Excite Bike, but I had a buddy that did, and we used to race. Dodge
I've got it. We'll build a track and race it. Man.
Like I said, these guys here, they're gonna play every day as much as if I would stay up here till 8 o'clock, they'd stay up here till 8 o'clock, and I love it because they're that dedicated to it. It's awesome.
Oh shoot, these kids! I mean, like, who wouldn't? Like, you're telling me at 15 years old, if the school had a lab where you could play with your friends on video games.
When you put it that way, Chuck, it's like having Aladdin's castle when you're at school, right? The arcade that we used to have to drive to, and pile up your quarters, and so I guess I hadn't really thought of it that way, but if you think of it like that, it's like
it's a no-brainer. But I will say this on behalf of the students and everybody playing, and I'm sure anybody watches the streams like we don't care, but it's impressive to me that the kids could go home, play whatever game they wanted to play, but they choose to be up here with their teammates, and they choose to be fighting. But we'll go ahead and watch out this D2D play here. Got some edge guards against Canyon and his Rob. Doing Rob things. Close one. We got our first stock picking off. All right, so now we're at the stock apiece gone. Man, if I was playing that D2D, I would have went straight down like a brick. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to play on an island that small with D2D. I can't play on the big maps with the small edges, let alone the little map with the big edge. Now we're down to one stock apiece left to take off. 2-2. 0% to 0%. Block. Counter. Tap. Now we're at 11 to 42. 80%. So Rob is now in a very dangerous zone at 86%. Anything can happen, especially playing against a D2D. D2D is pretty safe at 51%. It's not going to be he's got some room to make some errors. Just like that. He's not going to be punished a whole lot for that. But there goes Rob. Good game, guys. Good match. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. We got some things going on. It's been a wash of a day anyways, but appreciate y'all watching the stream, and I hope everybody has a good night. And, don't forget to subscribe to the Hive here.